Yeah. I changed the Renault for the touring car at Algar. I changed the top the last gear, made it a little bit longer.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Yeah. As it happened, I didn't need it, but
I did need it.
just when you get into the slip, it would just needed that little bit extra.
I wish I chose BMW now.
Yeah. Well, you were telling me, the Renault's best car there, the Renault.
For you, yeah. No offense.
For me, right? Oh, fuck you then, innit?
No, not like that. Yeah, it's broadcasting now. I'm just trying to get the. Just Algarve was very much a BMW circuit, and then
Yeah.
and I think Bruno's going to be BMW as well.
Problem is, if I drove a BMW, you know I would just have to beat the shit out of it all the time, because that's all that BMWs are good for. Is he online?
He's had his warning.
Oh, alright. Right, streams come up on my laptop.
Can you hear it through my TV?
I've just muted mine.
Okay, right. Gotta get my head in the zone. Oh, that's what I needed. The grid order. Can.
Oh, check out the graphics.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 2 of the GTE Motive Racing Championship. We are here at Watkins Glen in absolute hammering down rain. But tonight here in the commentary box, we got myself, Dan Davis, and once again we got Kelly Davis once again for another week. Welcome, Kelly. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, Daniel. Good to be back. Looking forward to a good night's racing. And as you say, the track is soaking wet. It's biblically wet out there, which is going to be fun. So, hey, get yourselves a cup of tea, sit down in front of the telly and watch an evening's cracking racing.
For sure. It's going to be very difficult for these guys in absolute hammering down rain. But I'm sure these guys have been practicing enough and getting used to the conditions. It's going to be a reverse grid for the sprint race. So obviously the first round we don't have a grid order due to the championship, but for tonight we have a reverse grid, so it's opposite of the championship. So whoever is top of the championship will be starting right at the back, and I'll quickly run through that order with you right now. So the man who will be starting on pole this evening will be Lionel Verney, 21. He'll be on pole position. Fury will be alongside him in P2. And then we have Amazing Pie Boy will be third. on the grid. DJ Phil will be running in 4th place as he hits the wall there, trying to get used to these wet conditions. And then we got Smoky Devil, who's currently in the pits, probably doing a few little tweaks to his car just to make sure he's in the right set of mind. Zande will be sitting in 6th place. We have Rompu, who will be starting in 7th. And then we have Emo Guy last night, who won a race in the touring cars, so he should be on top form tonight and should be trying to go with that momentum of winning in the touring cars. So let's see how he does in the Ferrari. We then have in 9th place we have Ugbar, who is going a little bit sideways. In 10th we will have Duane Pop in the Ford GT. Exmar will then be the next man, who will be in 11th. Cinderella Tour will be in 12th. It would be Flaky, but Flaky hasn't turned up to the session as of yet, so we're still waiting to see if Flaky will turn up. But rounding off the back of the grid will be the Only G. So it should be an sorry there, Kelly. should be an interesting night racing. How do you think these guys are going to fare tonight then, Kelly?
Yeah, it's going to be hard to tell, Daniel, to be fair, because as I say, I'm just watching the my stream in front of me here, and it is so incredibly wet, and these cars are going to be a proper handful. It's going to take a little bit of patience this evening to be quick, and of course those guys with the reverse grid, always good action with the reverse grid, isn't it? Those guys that want to put some serious points down need to come from the back to make their championship work, don't they?
Yeah, for sure, and they got to really hope that they got a nice setup right now, for sure. We're still in the early part of the championship, so all cards are on the table. Anyone could be in a chance. It just takes one of the top few guys to have a bad race, and then a few other people can get involved and upset them. I'm pretty sure the Only G will be making sure that he capitalizes as much as he can while Flaky isn't here at this minute. We're not sure where he is, but hopefully he should be joining with us very soon. But currently at the minute, Zande tops the timesheets. This is only a practice session, so this is just for them to get used to the conditions and figure out what it's going to be like in coming the race. But I'm sure these guys have had enough practice and have figured out what they need to do to get this track dialed in. Watkins Glen, we've got pretty much a full American season in the GTEs. We will be going to America in every 6 rounds, and here we are at Watkins Glen, a very popular track with the Indy cars. And I believe Kelly has some interesting facts for us about Watkins Glen.
This is going to turn into a bit of a thing, isn't it?
Oh, for sure. I'm going to make sure.
Yeah, Kelly's notebook kind of thing, I feel it's going to be. Yes, what can I tell you about Watkins Glen? Yeah, it was a big Formula One favourite for a long time. Nearly 20, I think it was 20 years in a row that it was the home for the American Grand Prix. You know, it's like when you're trying to read and talk at the same time. It's not a thing I'm very good at multitasking. But the Grand Prix, as I said, was here for many years, up until 1980, where the owners of the circuit at that point didn't have enough money to pay the prize money in 1980. The year later, Watkins Glen circuit was bankrupt. So that was the last of the Grand Prix. Was in 1980, but up to that point, it was the stable home of a Grand Prix for Formula One. I don't know if the circuit nowadays would possibly be a little bit small and or not in length, but in kind of infrastructure to be a Formula One venue. I guess it's not one of those that we'll find out anytime soon. We need another kind of strange 2020 type year before we'll probably find that out again. So yeah, I mean the track's got 11 turns. 11 turns. It's 3.4 miles or 5.4 kilometres for those of you who
like the kilometres.
In kilometres. Yeah, you're talking kilometres. I don't do kilometres. So, but for those who do, it's 5.4 kilometres. Lap record, and I believe this is the loop that we are on.
We are the GP loop.
Yes, the GP loops. I believe it's the one that we're on. The lap record is a 1:22.4 done by the Kiwi Scott Dixon in IndyCar for Chip Ganassi Racing in 2017. So so not so long ago. So I mean, these guys aren't getting anywhere near this. Who's quickest at the moment? Only G's up there at the top. Yeah, with a 1:49.7. I don't know what a quick lap is round here in the dry. Do you, Dan?
I'm not too sure if I'm honest, but I know for a fact that the only G is on pace right now. He's currently 3.7 seconds ahead of Zande, and at the minute he's the man who's getting used to the conditions. Everyone out there seems to be struggling at the minute. I haven't seen one car other than G's that doesn't have a mark or a dent in the car, but it should be an interesting race, and I'm not sure what the conditions are going to be like for the feature race, but I know for a fact the sprint race is going to be heavy rain, so they best get used to these conditions because it's just going to be as difficult when they go into the race. As we see there, Fury improves his lap time. He's now starting to get grips. I say that, gets grips of the Corvette, but it's incredibly tricky out there, and I'm sure these guys will be pushing it to the absolute limit.
I was just watching G go round one of the corners, and he pretty much went round all the way round sideways. I thought I was watching Tokyo Drift there for a minute.
instead of a Nissan 350Z, you're seeing a Ford GT hanging sideways instead.
Yeah, Ford GT hanging it out all the way around the corner. It's very slippery out there. Very slippery indeed.
Just having a quick look in the comments, we got some boys here who are repping Xmart right now. Team Prolapse. Yeah, we got Xmar in here, a Team Prolapse driver who also had a good night racing in the touring cars. He took the win in the sprint race, but not as lucky in the feature. Got caught up in trouble. Let's see if he can improve here tonight as he goes very sideways. And we see a few cars spinning in the background. I think that's G. I think G. Yeah, G's had a little spin and is heading into the pits. This is how difficult it is to go on board with Ian, and he hangs that Ferrari properly sideways. As they got 40 seconds left of the session, so an interesting practice session for sure.
So yeah, you were saying Xmart won one of the touring car races. Is that what was happening up front last night? Because I was there and I was playing, but I was towards the rear for most of the game, right up until I messed it up and got disqualified.
Well, that's what happened in the touring car last night, but I think we got to focus here on what's happening tonight. But yeah, it is a tricky thing to get down, but for sure learning the pit strategies and getting into the pit lane is going to be important. So it's trial and error.
Absolutely. I mean, I've only been playing this game for the past 3 or 4 years. I mean, you know. But
this is your first time in a race league.
It was my first time in a race league, so things are ran very differently here. But we come to the end of the practice session. Currently at the minute, the only G still ahead of Zande, but Zande has brought that gap down a little bit, but not by much. He's still ahead by 2.5 seconds. We're currently watching Rompu come down to the tricky chicane, bus stop chicane. But to all the people who are watching right now, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We've got 15 people watching. Come on, let's get 15 likes. We're up to 16 now, so more people who can like this video, the better. But and if anyone here is watching and wants to get involved in some league racing here at Motive Racing, then please head over to our website, www.motiveracing.com, or join in our Discord, which is up in the top left. Or even have a look at our Facebook. But we're also looking for commentators, stewards, and anyone else who wants to help out and get involved. We have plenty of championships that are available to everyone, and it's always good fun racing here. Yes, indeed. And just for tonight, you 16 people watching, feel free to comment as much as you like on the YouTube chat, because as soon as we get an opportunity, we'll read them out. You know, so birthdays, celebrations, all that. Stick it all on there. We'll give you a shout out.
We'll give you a shout out. Yeah, for sure.
Give you a shout out. Yeah.
And let's hear your predictions as well. We want to know who you think is going to take the win, or your predictions of the race. But it's always good to hear from you guys. So let's see those comments in, and let's try and get involved. But that's the end of practice. So guys have had 10 minutes worth of practice just trying to get the track down, and the only G is fastest with Zande and Emo Guy close behind, but all that is completely irrelevant. So we're just going to take a little break while these guys get themselves sorted and ready for the race, but we'll be back in a minute for the sprint race. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are just syncing up and we are getting ready to go. These guys will do a 1 formation lap and they will need to get themselves into order, ready for the start. They're going to be a rolling start, reverse grid. We've got to stay single file and no passing until they get towards the finish line. So we should have on pole position, we should have a Leon Fernie, sorry, as I keep messing up his name and I see in the chat, Leon Fernie. Leon Fernie needs to move his way up to the front, but he seems to be disconnected by the looks of things, so instead we should have Fury right at the front, and then we should
have, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We should then have Amazing Pie Boy, DJ Phil, and DJ Phil is there, Smoky Devil. Zande should then be going up next, and he is Rompu. We then should have Emo Guy in front of Ukbar, and he does so now. Ukbar, then Dwayne Pop needs to be ahead of Xmar. So if Dwayne Pop, if he is listening, he needs to move up 1 more place, or Xmar needs to drop back 1 more. And I think he's just about to, no. So if Dwayne Pop can hear me, or Xmar can hear me, you just need to swap around a minute. We then should have Cinderella Tour and the only G at the back. So we just need these two just to sort themselves out. That's it, Dwayne Pop. Keep going. Perfect. Now we are in order. So now they need to catch up to the back of the pack. And we now got the order. Fury just needs to hold the pack up a little bit more, please, mate. And which he is doing. Just watch out for each other, guys. Don't hit each other.
I think that's just happened, to be fair.
Yeah, it has by the looks of things, but
it's tricky. It's tricky to get set up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very difficult to get set up. We just need people to work with each other and have the setup ready. Fury doing an okay job trying to keep the pack together as they start to fold in line. They need to just need to stop collecting each other.
Yes, someone's rear spoiler is all over the floor already.
I believe that's DJ Phil, Smoky Devil, just giving them a little love tap. Just a quick look through the comments just before we get going. We got Victor there, good luck boys. With the only G, good luck as well. Fury's granddad, he's always here when Fury's racing. Good evening all, and go Fury. We got JR.
Team Fury, sorry Daniel, Team Fury seems to be here in force as normal. Shout out to Team Fury.
Team Fury. He's on pole position tonight, as we haven't got Leon Fernie. We also got JR Sim Racing, good so far. Yep, they finally got themselves in order. Fury's mum is here as well. Evening, all go for it, Fury. And Victor goes and puts this will be interesting for sure. A reverse grid, BT, go Exmar, and part of Team Prolapse. But I'm not sure what's happened to the rest of the pack. I'm not sure why Rompu is going so slow.
No, I don't. Here comes the rest of the pack, starting to catch up. Get yourselves together, guys.
Go Xmart Team Prolapse. Yes, let's see the support for your drivers. Let's see it, and let's get as many likes as possible. If you haven't liked that button, please do so. We've got 16 people, so 6 people haven't liked it. But Fury's just backing up the pack, and he can go at any point from the final corner to the start-finish line. So he exits the final corner now. When will Fury decide to go? We're here at Watkins Glen for round 2 of the sprint race, and Fury's gone. Off we go here at Watkins Glen in the GTE category, and Fury gets a great start and a pull away. The top 4 have managed to storm away from the rest of the pack. Rompu is dropped right back, and Emo guys close behind, but it's currently Fury leading them away here at Watkins Glen.
Yes, indeed, and Fury's had an absolute cracker of a start, and he's been able to pull a gap. The first top 4, as you've said, seems to have broken away. Currently in 5th, Emo guy is your man, and he's got a little bit of work to do just to catch up to the 4 that have broken away a bit. Again, there's a gap behind him as well, and they're all close behind. I think that's where the action's going. Cinderella's up, Only G's up, 7th and 8th respectively, as they come into this bus stop type chicane.
We see there, Smoky Devil's off. Smoky Devil's had a little spin, and he's dropped right back, and he's into the barrier, so he's gonna struggle to get back through there. But like you said, Cinderella Tour and the Only G are flying through this pack. They're already halfway through the pack, and Cinderella is now up into 5th place and past Exmar for Team Prolapse. Oakbar just goes really wide and hits the wall as we lose focus of him, but he's got damage to the headlights. As we just go back to the front, Fury has lost the lead to Amazing Pieboy. Pieboy leads away as they come up to the top of the hill and over the chicane. This pack has really pulled away. These 2 have pulled away from the rest of them, and Emo guy is closely followed behind.
So to put it in perspective, our championship leader, the Only G, is now 6 seconds off the lead, and we haven't even completed a lap yet. And this is the fun and games that you're going to have with a wet track and a reverse grid. So we've got a way to go this evening. But this sprint race is certainly going to be interesting.
But right now he's being held up by the Team Prolapse driver of Exmar right now. He's really giving the Only G a hard time right now, and G having to go right round the outside. Is he gonna? Yep. And he gets the job done. I just see DJ Phil, and there's that Fury as well. Fury's had a spin.
I don't know, there's
Rompu has gone off as well. There must be some puddles developing. As the puddles get deeper and deeper, the guys are going to get caught out. But Rompu, DJ Phil, and Fury all caught out by Master Puddle. Fury into the wall. But at this minute, Amazing Pieboy's just dropped it. We dropped onto Amazing Pieboy, and he's dropped it. Emo guy will take the lead of the race. All sorts of chaos at the minute. Cinderella Tour moves up into 2nd place as of this minute. But all sorts of chaos going on right now, Kelly.
Certainly is. Cinderella Tour, as you said, has moved up into 2nd place. 2 or 3, 4 seconds now off the lead. Only G was right behind him just a few moments ago, and I mean just like half a lap ago, and now G's now down nearly 10 seconds. Getting caught up in all the melee of the back markers. I'm looking at the times and not looking at the screen. Who am I watching? Fury, as he takes a bit of his own line across the chicane through the grass. He's going to be under pressure from Exmart. No,
Amazing Pieboy. Yeah,
he's all over the back of Fury, so it's all going on. G's in there as well, in with this group. Emo guy, 4 seconds in front. It's a bit like yesterday evening. He's out in front. Is he going to be able just to get his head down, keep his cool, and bring this home? We'll see. A lot of racing to go yet.
Well, that Ferrari does look planted, and at the minute, Emo guy is taking full advantage of that grip and is pulling away from Cinderella Tour. Cinderella Tour did a fantastic job to get through the pack, unlike the Only G, who's still trying to fight his way through. Ugbar, Fury, and the Only G are all close to each other, but as you see, in just 1 lap, Fury was leading the race, and then he dropped all the way down the pack, and now he's back up into 4th place. So anything can happen in these conditions, and it sure has. As we go back to Rompu here, who's trying to give DJ Phil a hard time, and Smoky Devil as well, but Exmar seems to have dropped right off the pace. I think he's had a mistake, so the Team Prolapse boys need to give him a little bit of a push. He has no lights either, so it's going to be difficult for him to see where he's going and to find these puddles. As Oakbar has just dropped it on his own, and a G has managed to get past Fury and Amazing Pie Boy.
Yes, indeed. I was watching, Ugbar. I don't know what happened.
Oh, Amazing Pie Boy's just dropped it.
Oh, it's supposed to be so difficult to keep up with right at the moment. It's cars all over the place. There's a lot of cars all on one piece of the track at the moment, all fighting for position, which is very tricky in these conditions. Rompu is door handle to door handle with DJ.
And he's just hit Smoky Devil.
Who's that now? There's cars going everywhere. It's carnage.
Ugbar's in the pits, probably to repair his headlights so he can see where he's going, but like you said, there's all sorts of carnage going on everywhere. These guys really struggling to find any grip. Fury still sitting there in 4th place, but the only G has managed to get through most of the worst of the pack, and now he has to try and hunt down Cinderella Tour and the only Emo guy. We just
had some. Sorry, Dan. We just had some radio from G, and he said standing water everywhere. That's what you get in the rain, I'm guessing. You know.
Well, let's go on board with the only G. Let's see how bad it is out there. But I'm pretty sure I would not want to be driving these conditions. No wonder the guys are struggling. But Cinderella
Dan, let me just stop you, Dan. Cinderella is now all over the back of Emo Guy. He's dragged back that 4-second deficit and is now within half a second or 3/4 of a second-ish of catching Ian for the lead. So it's all going to change at the front if Emo Guy can't keep it together.
He needs just to remember how he got on last night in the touring cars, keep his rhythm, and he should be able to hang in there. But at the minute, Cinderella Tour showing amazing pace this season and looking fantastic in that Ford GT. Was brilliant at Texas, and he's looking good here at Watkins Glen. I've probably just cursed him, but currently right now we have 18 people watching the stream, and we've got 15 likes. So if you haven't liked the stream, please hit the like button. These guys are driving through terrible conditions. Let's give them some support. And I can see there's even more support here for Xmart, and Xmart has got support here from Pure Motorsport MA. So where is Xmart right now? He's currently in 7th place and slowly making his way back through the pack with a lot of damage to the front of that Corvette.
Yes, indeed. I think you guys want to stop saying nice things to Xmark, because it goes backwards every time you say nice things. Yes, we've got 17 people watching. You said about the likes. I think, if I'm honest, one of those is me. I haven't liked it because I'm not logged into YouTube. So if you let me off for that one, if you could. So where are we? Cinderella Tour is still just half a second behind Emo Guy. Emo Guy's keeping his wits about him, keeping it cool, not making mistakes.
Not cracking under the pressure.
Him. Yeah, probably just cursed him. Sorry about that. Back from that, G's about 4 seconds back from that. Fury then is best of the rest. 13 seconds back off the lead. What else is going on? There are no huge battles at the moment. Smoky Devil's quite close to Xmart. Smoky Devil driving around with no headlights, which is I think Xmart's got no headlights either. It's all pretty dark down that side with those boys. So some headlights might be useful, but of course that's the fun of driving in the dark and the rain, isn't it?
For sure, but it's very easy to get damage here, and as you can see, these guys are properly struggling in these conditions. But as if this minute, Emo Guy exiting the final corner, going into lap number 6 and leading away here on GTE in absolute hammering down rain. He has got Cinderella Tour not far behind him, but these two are lapping quite similar to each other. But the Only G is trying to hunt them down and try and gain as many points as he can, while his championship rival Flaky isn't here currently right now. But Fury doing a fantastic job there in 4th, and seems to be getting the grips of that Corvette now. I see Xmar just has a little spin out the final corner, and he just taps the wall a little bit. It's not what Team Prolapse will want to be seeing right now.
No, indeed, quite right. All pretty static still at the top. Emo Guy's second ahead of Cinderella Tour. Only G's reeling him in, but slowly. He's 3.5 seconds back. They've both pulled Fury's. I know Fury's lost some significant time on that lap or whatever, but I mean, these top 3 guys are in the 155s, 156s. The rest of the pack mostly are in the 2 minutes. There is a couple of guys in a bit less than that, but the guys at the front are flying, absolutely rinsing it.
I just want to make a comment on DJ Phil. He's driving absolutely brilliantly at this minute in that Ford GT. He normally runs in the bright yellow BMW, but he switched this season into the Ford GT, and he's driving absolutely brilliantly here in these wet conditions as he's trying to hunt down Fury for 4th place. But as you say, the leaders are the only ones who are lapping in the 55s, 56s. But we see there, Dwayne Pop is doing those lap times as well, so hopefully Dwayne Pop can recover. But just looking here in the chat, Team Pro Labs do not need headlights. We use the Rainbow Vision.
Yeah, I just saw that one. I was just trying to work out what Rainbow Vision is, but there you go. Maybe
Team Pro Labs is colours.
Yeah, I get the rainbow thing, but I don't kind of get it all. Maybe there's something I'm not knowing about.
Well, once you get to know the Team Pro Labs boys, you'll understand more. But
is that what it is? They all into, I don't know, rainbow unicorns or something? Are they? I don't know. You know, maybe something I don't know here.
For sure, you would have to ask them. But currently, their man at the minute, Exmar, is in 9th place. We cannot see a damn thing right now. There's no light setting this track up either, so it must be incredibly difficult for these guys. The only G is now within 1 second of Cinderella Tour, so G has managed to bring that gap down, and it's a 1:52.2. So G is finding pace out there. Let's see a huge amount of rainbows in the chat. Team Pro Labs are going for it right now in the chat. But Exmar is going to need every single rainbow that you guys send. So we got currently.
I'm sure these guys would like to see a rainbow right now. That'd be really useful.
DJ Phil has just got past Fury. I'm sorry to butt in there, but DJ Phil has made that 4th place, and Fury really struggling in that Corvette right now. We've got 21 people watching the stream. Please hit that like button. We're currently at 16 likes. Let's get as many as possible. As we're watching Fury having a look into the bus stop with Dwayne Pop not far behind. But DJ Phil is driving really well tonight.
I think Dwayne Pop.
Oh, I say that, and he's hit the wall.
Oh, commentator's curse. What were you doing, Daniel? Don't speak to him.
Oh, I'm going to leave him alone now. We're going to Amazing Pie Boy here instead.
You might as well leave him alone. You've ruined his race. You might as well. So, G is right up behind Cinderella Tour now, and they're both in striking distance of Emo Guy. So this is one of there's a few battles on track now. G's just looked to the inside as they come around the last corner and through the start-finish straight. First corner, as I can remember, can be a little bit tricky, can be easy to run wide on that first tour.
Cinderella Tour has made a slight mistake.
Sideways. Yeah, got a bit squirrely out of turn 1, which has given G a chance to pass, and he's now got his sights set on Emo Guy. Look out, Ian, he's on his way, and he's doing. Oh, and as I say that, I cursed it. Oh
no!
Oh, G's just gone round and done like a 540 turn or something. He's got it back round. He's got a comfortable gap back to Fury before he loses 3rd place. But I'm sorry, G. So
I mean, I'm just looking at the comments right now, and don't be shouting out Pie Boy, and Fury's granddad goes to put, see what you did, Dan, and then Pure Motorsport gonna put, what a commentator curse that was. I feel like we can't say anything about anyone, because after that we can't be upsetting anyone. G's just gone and dropped it. We've got Cinderella Tour still trying to catch up onto the back of Emo Guy. Emo Guy doing a fantastic job. As I seen in the commentators.
Certainly is.
Commentators on Rom tonight on dev camera. Oh my god, please guys stop cursing. Right, we're just going to talk about what's going on track right now, but
should we just talk about something else? I don't know about the rest of you guys. Weather's been terrible today.
Yeah, weather looks absolutely horrendous out there. It's freezing cold as well.
Yeah,
rest in peace to the leader if they talk about him. Well, let's talk about let's talk about Rompu. He's doing a fantastic job there, trying to hunt down Amazing Pie Boy.
Poor old Rompu. Let's talk about him, shall we?
As we just get a radio message from G talk about the leaders. But speaking of the leaders,
I think G wants us to talk about Emo Guy. I think he wants. I think he wants us to talk about him and Cinderella Guy to give a chance to bring back the 15 seconds that he lost going round and round in circles.
How's the cricket? I don't know. I don't watch
know
cricket.
Who's playing. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
What is that? The cricket in the background that you can hear. But Emo Guy currently with 2 minutes left on the clock is leading away at the minute, and he's been driving really well. He's in the 153s.
I don't know if Emo Guy watches the stream, but he's probably saying to himself, "Why don't you two just shut up and talk about someone else?" He's got a lovely, comfortable lead now of 9 seconds. So,
and he's flashing his light.
Sorry, dude. We were starting to start talking about you.
Let's go on board with Emo Guy and let's see how. Let's see how you take a lap around Watkins Glen in the heavy down rain.
Yeah. That should spoil his race.
As we go around into this corner, there's all sorts of paddles everywhere, and a flash of the lights from him. Ian is not happy that we're following him right now.
He's screaming, "Shut up!"
Well, right now we go back to Delaney Pop, who's overtaken Fury. We've lost a couple of drivers. I'm not sure who we've lost, but we definitely still got
10.
We've lost 2 drivers, as we see. Delaney Pop just goes bouncing over that curb. I believe we've lost Smoky Devil. Rompu just in the background has a spin. Yeah. And Amazing Pie Boy. They both spun it on the exit.
Pie Boy, yeah.
I don't know what to say. These guys can't even stay on track. Fury getting really close to Delaney Pop. Delaney Pop's gone wide, and Fury goes down the inside. Beautiful move there by Fury, and they take full advantage of that. But oh my God, I'm going to run out of breath after this. It's been absolutely chaotic.
Absolutely. Luckily, we've only got 35 seconds left.
Wow, this is the last lap.
It's the last lap, beg your pardon. So, yeah, luckily it's the last lap, because these guys are probably saying we don't need it here anymore from these two.
For sure. Well, they still got to put us through the through the feature race yet, and that's going to be longer still. But it's awesome to see some comments and keeping us entertained here in the commentary box. So thanks, guys, for giving us a message, and keep bringing them in. We'll try and answer them as best as we can and as soon as we can. But currently, right now, we're watching Emo Guy going through the bus stop chicane, who's absolutely stormed this race. Cinderella Tour has lost a lot of pace to him at the minute. Maybe he's made a mistake or something. And the only G seems to be making mistakes left, right, and centre, but he's starting to slowly catch to the back of Cinderella Tour. So maybe the track's drying out a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be raining quite so hard from the looks of things.
Well, they've just been they were just doing like 155s, and G's just done a 149 too. So
yeah.
It's a little too late now.
Yes, maybe so. What's
Please do not talk about Xmart. Who's Xmart?
Xmart?
I don't.
Where's Xmart 2 then?
He's currently
running 7th.
10th place.
Oh, beg your pardon, 10th place.
Anyway, we draw back to the race leader, who goes very wide and just clips the tyre wall there. Emo Guy just hanging in there, but he's come around the final few corners, just hanging in that Ferrari. Emo Guy, after taking a win in the touring cars last night, he's about to come home and take a win here tonight in the GTE sprint race. Emo Guy crosses the line in first place in the Ferrari.
Brilliant.
Cinderella Tour coming around the final corner as well in the 4GT, keeping up that strong pace that he's got to take home a solid 2nd place. Cinderella Tour crosses the line here at Watkins Glen with the only G close behind him. Wow, what an exciting race we've had here. Fury finally getting to grips of that Corvette, still struggling out there. There's some big puddles out on track. He's 32 seconds behind Emo Guy, but Fury has survived it. That race gave me heartburn.
Gave you heartburn? Oh dear.
Elliot,
you'll have to have some Alka-Seltzer or something. I might see if I can get a cup of tea in between races.
Fury's just coming across the line now to finish in 4th place, closely followed by Delaney Pop and Rompu.
Oh, dramatic ending there, Fury. We love it. His bonnet's just gone, and his bonnet's just come off and killed about 3 marshals. But he's good to make it into 4th place, best of the rest.
Amazing Pie Boy in 7. Zande crosses the line in 8th. And DJ Phil will finish in 9th. Oh no, Xmar is right behind. Maybe the rainbows will help. He's coming towards the line. Oh, is he going to get there? I don't think he will. But
no, not quite.
just in the comments here, quality commentary tonight, guys. You deserve a rainbow. Cheers for that, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
But,
a rainbow's just what I needed.
But after the sprint race, Emo Guy, carrying on his strong form in the touring cars, takes a race win here tonight. Cinderella Tour in second, and Yoni G, with a title in mind, finishes in third place. G will take the fastest lap of the race as well, and that extra point. But thanks for tuning in, guys. We're just going to have a little break, and we'll be back with you right after this break. I bet it was.
Are we off?
Sorry.
No.
No, actually, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
That was me. That was me on that one. Oh, I take it we're off stream now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the Be Right Back is there, they won't be able to hear us.
I can't see it yet because of the delay on the...
Oh, mine's up to date. It's a feature race wet as well. Ah, okay.
Oh God, eh?
That's going to be boring then. Wow.
Surely not.
Wow. Emo Guy goes to put his first win in GTEs for 3 seasons. I mean, the guys in the commentary, the comments really made that kind of easier to commentate.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good when people interact, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it more interesting. I'm going for a slash. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. What's the pit window, G? Yeah. Lap 7. Oh, it's going to start off wet, then it's going to dry. In quali.
Quali is that?
Starts wet and then finishes dry.
Okay. But the race is dry, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. And what am I looking at? 22 laps, yeah?
22 laps, and the pit window opens at lap 7. Right, cool. And the stream's running smoothly as well.
Yeah, seems to be. Yeah, I'm kind of watching it as we go.
Yeah, I got it on. I got it on as well.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Motive Racing here. We are racing in the GTEs here at Watkins Glen. We've just had a spectacular sprint race where Emo Guy has taken a race win, and it's his first race win since season 3. Sorry, for 3 seasons. So Emo Guy finally getting a win off his back and in the bag. But we'll see how he gets on here in the feature race. Cinderella Tour came home in second place with the only G. That's Xmar with the only G rounding up the podium. But amazing comments from you guys as well. Keep them coming in. That was really enjoyable for us in the commentary box. We like hearing from you guys. And like I said in the chat, please, if you haven't liked the video yet, please hit that like button. But chaos race that was, Kelly. What did you make of all that?
Yeah, it was good fun. What we saw of it, incredibly wet, but that one made for good fun. Even the very quick guys had trouble keeping it on the island, as it were. So this qualifying session is got still a little bit of light rain around. So the guys are going to have to be careful in the first part of qualifying. I believe we're going wet to dry through this qualifying session, so they still got to keep themselves, still be on their toes, as it were. As I'm watching, watching Fury. I am at the moment. He just had a bounce off the wall. Go Fury! No doubt his Team Fury are there in the wings, watching along. I'd love to know, wouldn't you, Dad, what things are like in the Fury household? Yeah, how does everyone watch? Are they watching Fury actually race, or on? I mean,
I have a little a little inkling in that, as I've had many parties with chats with Fury, and I know for sure sometimes his mum is just hiding in the background a little bit, but
right.
But yeah, normally he would be having his mum in the background, but I think he has his own room now, so he can just kind of get his head down and race. But
his own room, God, imagine it. Eh?
Well, his own room for his sim, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Fury's mum says she's here. She's in the room with him. So.
Oh yeah, she's there, and Grandad's there as well. Yeah.
But
as Fury was just getting it sideways again when I looked over, I'm still following him for a minute. He's already got a rear light smashed in. Come on, Fury. Do you think who's paying the bills, man? Come on,
Well, for a minute, at these minutes, the rain is coming down, but some of these guys might want to be just kind of keeping it easy at the minute. It will get drier conditions, so maybe it's worth just tweaking the setup and trying to make it feel just how they want it to feel. But Fury's just collected the wall there, but luckily for them, the feature race will be dry. Fury's Grandad goes put. I'm watching on a PC on YouTube. 200 miles away? So he's pretty far away from Fury's rig right now.
Yeah.
But a couple other comments we got incoming now. We got Xmart, may the prolapse rainbow be with you, laughing face.
We haven't had enough rainbows. Can we have some more rainbows, please?
Well, currently looking at Xmart right now, he's just chilling in his bright yellow Corvette. Not quite the rainbow colours we would expect from him, but bright enough with the yellow. And we also got here Victor, who is going to be the next target. Who's going to be the next target, Kelly? Who are we going to pick on this race?
Well, we've just been chatting about Fury, so yeah, we get that over and done with in qualifying. I don't know. Maybe our curses won't follow on into the feature race. Let's hope not. Let's hope not, because otherwise we just need to keep quiet, really, don't we? Because it was affecting everyone in that sprint race.
I feel like the Team Prolapse boys wants us to talk about Xmar because they're commenting a heck of a lot, and it says here, in the name of God and the spirits of Prolapse, Rainbow Spirit, we want a win. He got a win last night in the touring cars, but
my word, it's like a sermon, isn't it? It's like a sermon.
Well, Pure Motorsport MA here is really going for it. He really wants him to do well in this one.
Is the Prolapse boys Is it a bit like a bit of a cult? Is it maybe like a cult following? Is that what it is? You know, I don't know. I'm
You
gonna
boys,
have to learn more.
you boys are gonna have to let us know. But
Yeah, we're
right
gonna
now
have to learn more.
they're giving us a massive support right now for Exmar,
Absolutely.
who's just chilling in his Corvette. He's not interested in coming out right now. But currently, right now, the only G has gone fastest. This is a qualifying session, so this will be the order they'll be starting in. And at the minute, G is fastest with Amazing Pieboy in second, and Zande, who we just switched onto, has made contact with Rompu, and Rompu is on his side and now on his back. So and DJ Phil has just collected him as well. So Rompu drops back to the pits, and Emo Guy gives a flash of the lights. All sorts of chaos there, but wow, bit of action there in the qualifying session. As we see there, Cinderella Tour is currently in 4th place right now, with Emo Guy in 5th, who's just been hindered in his lap. Prolapse is way of life. Rainbow, rainbow. Well,
yes.
Right now, your man is still sat there doing nothing.
Well, to be fair, Dan, as I said, it's we believe it's going to dry up, right? It's the forecast now on my feed says heavy cloud, so I would say the rain has stopped. They're all obviously all on wets right now. I don't know how quickly the track's going to dry in a simulated conditions like we are, but are they going to be on dries by the end of the session? Who knows? This could be who's on track last.
Yeah, we're currently looking at Lionel Fernier right now, who's struggling in that Corvette. But the problem is, if it's rained enough, and this track seems to have a lot of hills in it, so the water could have built up already, and as soon as you go onto those slicks, you're going to be aquaplaning quite a lot. But maybe it'll be worth just staying to the wets until the end and see how the conditions change. Gio is currently on track trying to improve his lap time. Emo Guy, just seen there, goes into 2nd place, so he's on top form here tonight. But
excuse me, Emo Guy running the Ferrari, isn't he? The 488.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Interesting choice, that one, don't you think, Daniel?
Well,
excuse me.
It's definitely an interesting choice, and it's not a bad choice either, as it's working for Emo Guy right now. So
absolutely. I mean, I've driven the Ferrari a few times, and it seems reasonably stable, but doesn't seem to really excel at anything from what I've done, or that just might be my driving, to be fair. But it seems to be a good all-rounder, but doesn't usually seem to set the place on fire. But certainly Emo Guy's making it work for him.
Just looking here in the comments, and you've got your answer to Team Prolapse. We got Nikki, who's been answering to us. And Team Prolapse, Rainbow, started with myself, Nikki, 7-7, and Ben Parkey and Exmar, and we are growing in numbers, laughing face. It's an a bit of fun to Motive Racing. Well, you boys are doing a fantastic job, and it's a way of life right now, and we are loving everything that you guys bring into the community. So thank you, and let's keep having a load of fun as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Team Prolapse, we love it.
And your boy has finally gone on track. And he's going very easy right now. He's taking it very easy. So maybe Exmar has gone onto the slicks, possibly?
Good question, Daniel.
Has he waited for the rain to go? He gives us a flash of the lights.
That would be a... No, he's on wet.
Yep. So you just confirmed us that he's on wet, so...
Yeah.
He's really hanging that Corvette sideways. As we're watching Fury here, he goes into P2, so Fury's finding pace out there. So Fury getting the hang of that Corvette as the only G.
He's into the 150s. A few guys into the 150s. G's the only man who's made the 149s so far in this session. But as I said, I think it might be a case of last man on track with this one. You know, last man over the line. If the track improves. I mean, the weather has changed again now from medium cloud as a forecast instead of heavy cloud, so it's drying up. The conditions are changing. Let's see if they change fast enough.
For sure, and as of right now, we're currently watching Fury, the man who's currently sitting in second at the minute. But Dwayne Pop is also improving his lap time, so the track is drying out. And the guys are trying to find as much pace as possible, but there's still going to be dry patches out there. But The only G still currently the fastest man on track, but who can take him down? We're still waiting to see the spirit of the Prolapse Rainbow of Xmart, but nothing of him as of yet. We're going to run through the rest of the order at the minute. So Emo Guy carried on from G, Fury, Dwayne Pop, and we have Emo Guy in 4th place, Amazing Pie Boy in 5th at the minute, Zande 6th, Cinderella Tour 7th, Ugbar 8th, Rompu 9th, DJ Phil in 10th, Xmar, Prolapse Boys in 11th, Leon Fernie in 12th, Smoky Devil in 13th, and that's the order we have here. But
still 4.5 minutes to go. As I say, track is dry, and I don't know if it's going to dry fast enough. We did get a little feedback from the only G in the last race. I don't know if we'll get any from him again to let us know what track conditions are like. Dry enough, he's telling us. Dry enough. Time for slicks yet, G? Yep. He's saying it's time for slicks. So we could find out with a few guys on slicks in a moment. So who's out in front? Is that Amazing Pie Boy, is it?
Amazing Pie Boy's just gone quickest with a 47.6.
Yeah, 1:47.6. When did he find that from? He's still running. Let me just check for you. He's still running wets.
Well, this is how much is drying right now. The track is coming to the drivers, so now is the perfect time to be on those slicks. They've still got enough time to get into the pit, get a set of slicks on. You see Emo Guy just drops it on the curb, so you want to stay off those curbs. But if you're brave enough to put the slicks on, then go for it. This isn't Xmar's favourite track. In fact, he actually said he hates it. So he really needs the spirit of the rainbow behind him. But currently right now he's sitting in 8th place. Is he brave enough to put those slicks on? We shall see. I believe the only G is running on the slicks, so he's brave enough to go out on them. But
not according to my feed. Are you on slicks, G? Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, there's probably that's we've just had feedback from G. He is on slicks. My feed is telling me that everyone's on wets, but yeah, that's just the way it goes. So we've got runners on slicks now. So hopefully these times will start to tumble.
Sanday's just got second.
Gone second with a 1:49.
Xmar goes in second. G goes fastest with 1:45.3. Wow, G's putting the pace. Just a shout out here. Elliot Ramsey just goes to put a shout out to Pie Boy for a sick quali. Someone remind him to put enough fuel in for the race this time. So at the last race he ran out of fuel.
It happens. Schoolboy errors. I know all about it. It happens.
So the track is starting to come to the drivers. G's put an absolute stonker of a lap time. Can anyone get near that lap time? We're currently watching Ugbar, the Flying Dutchman, go through this long right-hander. We haven't spoken much about Ugbar tonight. I think we're trying to keep the bad luck away from him, so that's probably why we stayed away from Ugbar. We want him to have some good luck this season, as he is a very clean and competitive driver. So I'm just going to leave it at that and let Ugbar do his thing. But Fury at the minute sitting in 3rd. I think he's improved on his lap time as well. So the times are coming down very slowly, but G has set the pace right now.
So, what's going on with Cinderella Tour? I'm watching him at the moment. He is nailed in with some traffic. I don't know who else is in there.
Emo Guy behind him and DJ Phil.
This is like a race. They're like having a race. This is supposed to be qualies, boys. But Cinderella needs to. He's gone up to 4th. I was going to say he needs to find some pace from somewhere, but he's up to 4th. But still 3 seconds off the lead. So hopefully we'll see a bit more from him in a minute. The rest of this session, should I say. Emo Guy as well. He's oh my gosh, they're all bashing into each other.
As you see Cinderella Torres go backwards, he needs to. I think that's his session done, and probably Emo Guys as well. So those guys will not improve, and they're sitting at 6th and 8th right now, so they will not be able to improve that lifetime. G goes faster with a 44.0. He is absolutely flying right now. Dwayne Pop goes into 2nd now with a 45.6. The times are dropping right down. But Xmar as well, Team Prolapse is in 3rd place. I think you're right, Kelly, whoever's last across the line will be the fastest. So we'll see how it pans out.
Could be. We're into the last 10 seconds, so guys who are just about to come across the line now are going to have a good chance at this if they can put their flying lap together. Who am I watching? Cinderella Taurus finished. X-Mark is in the pits. Fury's still out there and still in a strong position. Only a hundredths off G. That's really impressive, Fury.
Wow.
Yeah, very, very close indeed. I'm watching Fury at the moment. I'm going to stop doing it because he's on a lap and I don't want to spoil it for him.
Well, we've done the same. We've now left and gone on to Zande, who is coming through the final few corners now. So let's see if Zande can improve his lap time and get himself closer to the front of the pack. G is still currently on the lap as well. So as the times come down, they will get faster and faster as Zande comes around the final corner now. It's been an exciting qualifying session. Who's going to take pole position here tonight? Let's get your predictions. Zande crosses the line and he improves and goes into third place. He knocks down Xmar and Amazing Pie Boy and Cinderella Tour, so they cannot improve. I believe Delaney Pop has finished his lap as well. Where is Fury? We go on to...
Emo Guy is done as well. Done improved. Pinned down in ninth.
Where is Delaney Pop? Delaney Pop has come around the final corner. Can he improve? He exits the final corner towards the line. Can Delaney Pop take this pole away from these guys? He doesn't improve. The only G has just gone even quicker. He's done a 42.3. Where is Fury? Fury's now come around the final corner and he's dropped it on the final corner.
And he's sideways.
But he still, as of this minute, he still starts on the front row, and he will start on the front row.
On the front row, yes.
Oh, absolutely exciting qualifying session we had there. The only G takes pole position and carrying on his championship charge for this title. Fury is in second place and Zande rounds up the top three. But we're just going to take a short break, people. Make sure you come back, hit that like on the button, and be prepared for the all action in the feature race. But we'll see you in a minute. Okay, we are back. The drivers are now starting to sync up. We are getting ready for the feature race here tonight. Drivers will start to rev it up. The only G on pole position with Fury right next to him. The lights go up, the revs arrive, and here we go. And it's green here at Watkins Glen for the feature race as the only G has a brilliant start. But Zande and Delaney Pop have a good start as well, and Fury is already dropping down the pack. He falls back into fourth place as Zande try and hunts down the only G. We are 22 laps here around Watkins Glen, and everyone else seems to get through turn one as cleanly as possible, which is nice to see. But it's Fury leading away, the G leading away as Fury has a spin, cut up the top of the hill. Can he recover as quickly as he can and not get too much problem? We got Rompu here having a big pressure from Emo Guy. Emo Guy is trying to push his way through. But there's all sorts of chaos starting off here at the start of this race, Kelly. As you see, Xmar just spinning the wrong way. He's gone backwards and he's gone into chicane. He's hit Smoky Devil. Xmar is dropping right back. He really is not liking here at Watkins Glen. But the only G is pulled away and he's leading them away. Near enough 2 seconds ahead of Zande. Zande leads them away. Delaney Pop in third. Emo Guy not far behind. Trying to carry on what he did in the first race. But... the These guys have got a long old race to go. This is only lap 1, and the pit window will open on the lap 7. So these guys have just got to think of strategy. But at this minute, G leads his pack away. Cinderella Taurus made up some places, and Rompu and Fury's trying to make that recovery. Ukbar is being chased down by Smoky Devil, but Exmar has had a terrible start. He really doesn't like it here, and he's trying to get past a Leon Fernie right now. But we're currently watching Neoni G, who comes through the corner now and completes the lap 1 and pulling away from Zande. Zande just trying to keep with his pace. The 4 GTs are looking strong here in the dry conditions, but Emo Guy is trying to hunt them down, and Cinderella Taurus is not far behind. Zande has made a mistake, and he's dropped right back. He's behind Emo Guy, and now he's behind Cinderella Taur. Cinderella Taur gets past, and Zande has to regroup and catch back up to the pack. But unlucky there from Zande. If they lose G's draft, they will lose him bar spin. So at the minute, G is 3.3 seconds ahead of Dwayne Pop. So at the minute, they will not get the slipstream, and he is gone. Absolutely gone. We got comments here from Nikki, oh, Exmar, and Hughes crazy as well. But at the minute, G is pulling away. Dwayne Pop, Emo Guy, Cinderella Taur, and Rompu all fighting it out through the bus stop chicane. But it's Dwayne Pop who's currently leading away. Emo Guy hunting him down, and Cinderella Taur not far behind. Where is Fury right now? He is trying to recover. He's down in 9th place, right on the back of Smoky Devil. So he's dropped back behind Smoky Devil and Ugbar. And Zande is trying to recover and chase onto the back of Rompu. G should have this if he does not have any issues. But anything can happen, Nikki. Absolutely anything. We got 18 people watching the stream. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. But G leading them away from Dwayne Pup, Emo Guy, and Cinderella. I am not sure where my co-commentator has disappeared to. He has gone very quiet right now. So I'm guessing he does not want to curse anyone. But Ukbar is currently trying to hold back Smoky Devil. Exmar trying to recover at the minute, and Fury right behind as of now. Leone G still leading him out as he turns into the final corner to start lap 3. And I believe my co-commentator has rejoined with me. Here he is.
He didn't. Yeah. Well, I was. To be fair, I'd switched off my mute button just in the break there, and I was trying to get a word in edgeways, and you wouldn't shut up, and I couldn't understand why. But now I understand why, because I had my mute button on. Sorry about that, guys. So we had a really exciting and opening couple of laps. As you can see, G is up and away. He might as well have Mercedes-Benz written down the side of that car, because he's obviously up and away. The rest of the race is what we want to be watching. And right at the moment, I'm watching Cinderella Taur, who's close with Emo Guy. These guys, I think, are going to battle it out for most of the race. Poor old Fury went backwards at the start. All the good work that he did in qualifying, unfortunately, went backwards. But it was chaos. It was difficult to follow what was going on.
We're sorry to butt in right.
First couple of laps.
Sorry to butt in right now. We are currently watching Fury right now, trying to get past the Team Prolapse driver of Xmart right now, and Xmart just doing a great job here to hold Fury back. Team Fury versus Team Prolapse. What a fight we got here, and I think this fight's going to go on for the rest of the season. But Emo Guy getting closer to the back of Dwayne Pop, and Cinderella Taur is close behind as well.
Yes, absolutely. It's you're quite right. I think they're going to have a season-long battle. Emo Guy's driving with great form. Back up into 3rd place, Cinderella Taur right behind him for company. As you say, that battle's going to go on and on and on. What else is going on? Fury again is still hasn't quite caught Xmart yet, but they're not far away.
They're still within 1 second of each other. I think it's now down to 2 tenths now. So Fury is right on the backs of Exmar, and it's getting really interesting between these boys right now. And just looking through the comments here, Luna Hughes says he should probably manage the gap right now. But if any of the boys here who are familiar to Simplay, we do have another team that Fury is in on Simplay, and he's my teammate for a team called FU Racing on Simplay on Thursday nights. So technically he's actually... Fury and Unorthodox, of course. Fury and Unorthodox.
Yeah. I was thinking something completely different. Wow.
FU Racing. So it's actually Team Prolapse versus FU Racing right now. But right now, Team Prolapse is winning at the minute, so come on Fury, do it for the team and get past him. But Emo Guy, like you said, is on strong pace here tonight. After he took his win in the touring cars, he seems to be on good form here at the minute. Really found his mojo. I'd probably curse him right now, but Cinderella Tour is really hounding him down. As I see Fury's granddad goes to...
Fury's got past X-Smart. Fury's got past X-Smart, and X-Smart has gone backwards. I didn't see quite what happened there, but X-Smart might have dropped it. I'm not quite sure.
He's fallen for the FU rage right now.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, if Fury's your teammate, if I were you, I'd stop talking about him, poor guy.
Who? Who are we talking about?
Fury.
Who?
Sorry, yeah, Fury.
No, we're currently watching Zande right now, who's being hunted down by Ugbar and Smoky Devil. We haven't spoken much about Ugbar tonight, and that's probably because I'm trying not to curse him. Whenever we talk about Ugbar, he always ends up in bad luck, but he's having a clean race at this rate so far. But as of right now, G is 6.5 seconds out in front. So what are these guys going to do for strategy? As they can come and pit on lap 7. If it was me and I was G, I would go as long as I can. What would you do, Kelly?
Yeah, I'd probably do the same, to be fair. He's got a nice gap. He's obviously controlling his pace. He's fastest man on the track. So yeah, the world's his oyster, really, isn't it? You know.
Ugbar's got a great run on Zande right now. Zande just goes a little bit wide. Ugbar is all over that for GT as they come through into the straight towards the bus stop chicane. Will Ugbar try and sling it down the inside? Do a Sutty send it, as we're having issues with the stream right now. Zande has just had a spin, but right now Emo Guy is still trying to hound Duane Pop right now. And Emo Guy on great form this evening, but Duane Pop doing a fantastic job to keep these two drivers behind him. Emo Guy and Cinderella Tour, who just seem to be gelling with these GTEs this season, especially Cinderella Tour. In the dry, he seems to be very good.
This second, third, fourth place battle is turning into quite a battle in a minute. They're all in very close
Ian's
proximity.
dropped it.
Yeah, just as I start talking about it, Emo Guy drops it. What a shame, because that was lining up into quite a nice fight between the three of them.
And Rompu's just got past him as well, but yeah, we got now Cinderella Tour and Duane now fighting for that second place right now, and Rompu up into fourth place, but still a long race, so Emo Guy can recover and get back to the front group, but as of right now, it's all just spread it out a little bit. Ugbar has got past Zande and has got Smoky Devil for company, and we just go on to Fury right now. He's trying to get past Zande right now, and Xmar's not far behind, so Team FU Racing and Team Prolapse fight continues on. But this time Team Prolapse putting the pressure on Fury. Can Fury hold up to this pressure?
They're racing hard for a 10th and 9th and 10th place at the moment. It's probably the best race on track right at the moment, as Xmarks hunts Fury down again.
No, not now.
So Xmark is still on the chase of Fury. Emo Guy is regrouped and got himself back together. Just to give you an idea, he did a 1:49 in the last lap where he lost it, so he's got some ground to make up as he tries to catch back up.
Fury is all over Zande right now. All over him. Fury is all over Zande right now. Zande really holding up to the pressure here, and Fury's looking to go around the outside. If he gets that move done, that'd be a brilliant move, and he does. As he just hangs in there, can he force the issue?
Get a bit of grass.
Oh, Zande defends beautifully there, but great racing, and Fury's still going for it. He's down the insides, but it's close racing here from these guys.
Yeah, but we'll look at Xmarks is on his way as well. This is turning into a three-way scrap as they come closer and closer together. Fury's car looks like it's been ram raided through the front window of Tesco's or something. It's got hardly any lights on it. And
Fury hits the wall.
Fury
and Zande collects him.
Both go into the wall. Who can turn it round quick enough? Xmark's got his turn round and is moving forward again. I think Fury's doing a three-point turn now, or some sort of reverse parking. He's got no lights left on that car at all, as they both kind of lost it as they went into that corner. I don't know if Xmark just kind of followed Fury into a bit of a spin or what. I'm not sure, but That was unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. So they've got to regroup and get back on it.
For sure. The only G is currently still out in front. He's done a 1:44.0 that lap, and I think he was trying and sort out the stream. But as of right now, if you're the only G currently out in front, he doesn't need to worry about the stream too much. He just needs to focus about his driving. There's not much he can do right now. But Emo Guy's being hounded by Ugbar right now. Ugbar's caught up onto the back of Emo Guy.
Emo Guy had a bit of a mistake and almost tried to jump over the side of the barrier. That he kind of hit the wall quite so hard, which again put Ugbar right on the back of him. So Ian not having such a smooth race as he did in the first one. Again, got to try and just get your head straight again and get back into that groove.
Another good fight on at the minute is Rompu is really hounded onto the back of Cinderella Tour as well. So these guys are going at it for the final podium position. Dwayne Pop has just dropped Cinderella Tour. I don't know if Cinderella Tour has had a poor lap or something, but he's completely dropped him, and Cinderella Tour is now under pressure from Rompu.
And dragged some Dwayne, isn't it? And what's number
Dwayne.
2 guy? Dwayne, yeah, that's it. I can't pronounce it right. Dwayne Pop is he's reeling G in a little bit as well. Got the gap down to 3.5 seconds, 3.4 seconds, whatever, and going quickly in the 142s. So he's in a bit of a zone. We're very sharp about him now before he crashes it.
For sure, and I think the problem G's having at the minute, he's trying to sort out the stream while he's driving. I think he just, like I said, needs to just forget about the stream and just focus on his driving. It will come back eventually, but right now we're currently watching Cinderella Tour being hounded by Rompu right now. Just in the comments, Fury's mum. I'm so glad it's not my car he's driving. Yeah, so am I. I wouldn't let him near a real car. The way he's just smashed up that one. Well, I believe he's not old enough to drive.
You don't think he's old enough to drive? No.
No. I think he's 15 years old, so he's definitely not old enough to drive.
Oh, it's coming, Mum. It's coming. Another couple of years, and he'll be wanting a. I don't know what he's going to want. Is he a Corsa?
I think he wants something. I think he wants something Japanese. He likes his Japanese cars.
Oh no, he's not one of them, is he? God, not a Honda. No way.
No, that's Matt. He likes a Honda. I think it's probably more like a Nissan.
Oh God, no. I mean, let's not start the whole kind of touring car thing and all the rest of it because just no. Honda, just no. Go for something German, Fury.
But right now we
start the comments, isn't it? Hey.
Well, we've only got 9 people watching, so hopefully it'll bring some people back into the stream. But as of right now, Amazing Pie Boy currently leads in front of Fury, the first to the pit, and they got their pit done and dusted, so they can pit now. The pit window is open, but Cinderella Tour is still staying ahead of Rompu, and Emo Guy is still ahead of Ugbar. This track seems to be very tricky for overtaking. It doesn't seem to be much overtaking going on.
No, there doesn't, does there? No, you seem to get in behind the car, and that's about it. I'm trying to think what the good overtaking opportunities are on this track.
Probably into the bus stop chicane.
Yeah, maybe, but it's a fast chicane. You're gonna have to be brave to do it there, I think.
Oh, I got it wrong. He's 16, not 15.
Oh well, there you go.
Even closer now.
Yeah, it's just a year away, and then everyone stay off the roads because Fury's going to be out there, and if some of his driving this evening's anything to go by, nobody's safe.
But right now Fury is trying to get onto the back of Amazing Pie Boy, but we're watching this amazing fight between Emo Guy and Ugbar. Very experienced drivers, these two. They've been on the Motive scene for a very long time. Both hosts race events here on Motive. Ugbar hosts the Formula Renault, but as of right now, Ugbar is trying to find a way past Emo Guy right now. The Dutch versus the Scots. So we'll see who comes out on top. But as of right now, Emo Guy is doing a fantastic job to keep him behind. The only G seems to be responding to Dwayne Pop right now. He seems to be improving his lap time and get back into the 42s. But Dwayne Pop is still consistently there and ready to pounce if G makes a mistake. And Cinderella Tour is also starting to get back on their lap times as well.
So back to the comments. Fury's mum saying he said R34 or a Supra. Well, the Supra would probably be the R34 would probably be my choice out of those two. But I would again, go German.
Oh, yes, Fury's granddad.
Yeah, VW Polo. Dan likes the Polos, don't you, Dan? You cut your teeth on those cars, didn't you?
He's already got his keys to my Polo.
Let's
Oh, Fury, I love you even more. Polo all the way. I've had two of them. I've had two of them, yes.
Yeah, I've painted both of them.
Better than a Honda any day.
But that much is true. Anything's better than a Honda.
Oh, don't let Matt hear that. He'll get really angry.
Well, I think I might be commentating with Matt tomorrow.
Oh no, there we go. Volkswagen versus Volkswagen versus
German versus
Honda.
Jap. German versus Jap right here tomorrow night. Be a part of it.
There you go. So let's see who you think's going to win the race, and let's see what's better. Who does people think, a Volkswagen or a Honda? Let's see in the comment. German or German or Jap.
German or Jap? Let's see. I'm going to try and get this one to run with Matt tomorrow night and wind him up about the junk Hondas.
He is a massive Honda fan. But currently we are watching Cinderella Tour at the minute in third place, being handled by Rompu. Rompu has got a penalty though. We're not sure how much of a penalty he has got, but he's trying to hunt down Cinderella Tour. But Emo Guy still defending from Ugbar. These two are inseparable. They're matching each other lap for lap as Elliot goes and puts Jap. And Ugbar makes a little mistake. And he says Supra. I mean, Supras are only good for one thing, and that's going on dirt, and that's about it.
Were you on Supra? No, I see Subaru. Elliot's on a
Subaru,
on a
that's what I mean.
Subaru. Do anybody drive Subarus anymore?
Elliot, I think.
Yeah, only Elliot, probably. You pick one up for like 300 quid, couldn't you? It's actually 5.
We've lost the driver. We have lost the driver here. I'm not sure who we have lost.
It's not Fury, is it? No.
No, Leon Fernie is still in the session. He's currently in 12th place. Fury in 11th and makes it Pie Boy 10th. DJ Phil is in 9th. Prolapse team driver Xmart is in 8th. Smoky Devil 7th. I got there. Zande, yes, we have lost Zande. Zande, who we've lost. I think we've lost another driver as well. We did have 14 in the session. Did we? I believe we had 14 in the session.
Where's DJ Phil? DJ Phil's still there. Xmart's still there. Smoky Devil.
So we've only lost Zande. So yeah, G just confirms we had 13 drivers. So Zande's dropped out the session. Don't know if it was a disconnection or he's left, but yeah, at the minute. We're watching Emo Guy, and he seems to have pulled a gap on Ugbar. I think Ugbar's had a poor lap, but he's coming in the pits right now. I think we can see Zande's car is in the pit, so he looks like he's retired. Don't think he's disconnected, he's retired, but we're watching Ugbar coming in. Fury's mum, VW all the way. The rainbow power is not working for Xmart tonight. No, it's not. He's struggling here tonight in this GTE championship, but I'm sure he'll be back ready for the next American circuit, which I will find out just for you. As we see, G's had an incident. I think he said he's just been caught up with Fury trying to lap him, and now he's dropped right down. He's now down into 4th place. This is what the rest of the guys needed. G was out comfortably in front, and now he has dropped back. It's still a Ford GT 1, 2, 3 and 4, but G's down in 4th right now.
Yeah, I missed that. I didn't see that happen.
No, we're too busy watching.
Still all to play for.
But
we're just hearing that there was a bit of a kerfuffle between
we'll leave it
coming round to lap.
Yeah, we'll leave it as a kerfuffle.
Just dropped it.
Yeah, we just see the end of that. He just comes out of that corner and he's just dropped it. And G has made 1 place back up. So this is what G needs. He needs a bit of luck to get back to the front. I'm sure he's got the pace to get in front. But what's he going to do strategy-wise? Will he come in the pit now, or will he stay out? He's going to stay out. The Cinderella Tour comes in the pit now.
Cinderella Tour, as you said, is in the pits. Dan, he's going in for his mandatory pit stop. He might get some. Oh, he doesn't. He's one of the people who doesn't need new headlights. Although we know G does because he's got no headlights. We'll see if they get restored when he. Right, on my screen you've got no. G's got no headlights, but he's reported back to us that he has. But there you go. That's Project Cars for you, isn't it?
For sure, Project Cars always seems to be a little bit different to what we are seeing, to what the actual drivers can see. And I'm currently watching Exmar right now, and I bet any money he has got bright yellow lights on that car, but he's probably trying to hunt down Ugbar right now. And Cinderella Tour comes out the pits. So as of right now, has Ugbar's done his pit, and he's come out in front of Cinderella Tour. So looks like Ugbar has had a good few laps, or Cinderella Tour has had a poor couple of laps, and Ugbar is now in front of him. So where is Ugbar going to come relative respect for the rest of the drivers?
Yes, indeed. So still all to play for, to be fair. I'm just looking down through the comments. Elliot Ramsey coming back with the world is dirt. Well, thanks for that. I'm glad you told us about it. And he's saying the disrespect. Sorry, dude. Subaru, let's be fair. It's just a Jap car with a Beetle engine in it, isn't it? But we won't hold that against you, my friend. Fury's mum, VW all the way. Well, loving your work. Yes, we do like a VW. Audiosport.co.uk. Anybody wants to go and have a look at some lovely vans. But back to the racing. Yeah, that was a little bit. Self-indulgent there.
That's a little bit cheeky.
Was a little bit. Audiosport.co.uk, just in case someone missed it.
What you want to do is head over to www.motiveracing.com and join our league, and hit the like and subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Have a look at our Discord, and if you want to get involved, look at our Facebook as well. But yeah, if you want to get involved. Yes, we just hear that Duane Pop has come into the pit, as we're too busy trying to shout out too many websites right now. So Duane Pop's in the pit. Where is Ugbar? Ugbar has jumped Duane Pop. Ugbar's pitted, hasn't he? He has pitted.
I'm not sure if he has or not, to be fair.
I'm pretty sure he has, and he's managed to find loads of times. I don't know.
Yeah,
he's quick now. He's in the 1:41.8, so he's flying right now. But I'm not sure if
he has got Exmart for very, very close company at the moment.
I believe Exmart still has to do his pit, but I think Ugbar is the leading pit car. I'm pretty sure he has done his pit. I'm pretty sure if we look back, he did go in the pit. So just double check that, but I'm pretty sure he did. But as of right now, he is flying right now. But Rompu currently sitting in second right now with a penalty, and Smoky Devil in fourth as well. Another one with a penalty. But all to play for here tonight.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, we're right in that pit stop. In that pit stop window where some people have pitted in, others haven't. So it's not a representative order right at the moment. But G's back out in front. He hasn't stopped yet, as I believe. I
just want to confirm. Yeah. I have looked back on the stream, and Ugbar has pitted. He did stop in his box.
Okay.
He did pit. So Ugbar is absolutely flying right now. He's in very good shape. He's dropped Cinderella Tour and Duane Pop, who are fighting for the lead with G. So at the minute, Ugbar is looking sweet right now, as he's passed Smoky Devil.
Yep, just past Smoky Devil. Smoky Devil gone in the pits. Yep. So Ugbar looking good at the moment. We need to stop talking about him before we ruin his race as well. So where's Cinderella? Oh yeah, Cinderella Tours. What is he? Not far behind. These guys. They're still in contention as well. So it's still all to play for here at Watkins Glen, just outside New York.
Ugbar is currently 2 seconds ahead of Cinderella Tour. So G needs to be pumping some good lap times so we can get in and out. I don't know if it's going to be a 30-second pit window, so G really needs to be pushing it right now. But just looking in the comments here, Elliot saying shout out to DJ Phil, always finishes the races and always keeps it clean. Mad respect for that guy for sure. DJ Phil always turning up and signs up for everything, and he's a massive supporter here of Motive Racing, so big up DJ Phil. And he's always He's always very clean and very respectful for drivers. So DJ Phil doing a fantastic job in that Ford GT, which he's not used to driving. He's usually driving his BMW. But big up to DJ Phil.
And that's exactly the type of racers we want, clean and respectful. That's what it's all about. This ain't, you know, your normal muppets that you get on the lobby.
What, like yourself?
Sorry, what did you say?
What?
Rude.
I'm currently watching Ugbar right now, and I don't. It's going to be touch and go. When is G going to pit? Because
I don't know. When is G going to pit?
He won't tell us. He won't tell us because we'll repeat it. He knows this game. He knows it. But at the minute, Ugbar is lapping consistently the same as the only G. So G has to be pumping in some fast lap times to pull away from Ugbar right now. But we got Emo Guy currently sitting in third right now, and Rompu in second. So these two will have to think about a pit stop soon. Emo Guy surprised me this season. He usually gets his pit stop done and out of the way, but this season he seems to be holding them out and just trying to extend his stints. So possibly trying to push a little bit further if he can.
Yeah, could be. Could be. So where are we? Lap 16. How many laps this race?
So we got about 6 or 7 laps left of the race. So they're just getting into the final stages of this race. We're currently watching Exmar being chased down by Cinderella Tour right now. And I don't believe Exmar has pitted. As you see, Ugbar has got a penalty. So Ugbar has been pushing the limit a little bit too far, as he's been listening to the stream probably and trying to push as fast as he can. But he has got a penalty.
Well, you say a penalty, that could be anything, mine, couldn't it? That could be a 1 second.
Oh, and he's just clipped another car. He's just clipped Fury, and Fury's had a spin. As you just get confirmation, Ugbar has got a 1 second penalty, so he needs to be finding pace right now. As I say that, the only G has responded as he does a 1:41.7, so G is now starting to put the pressure up and go a little bit faster. Exmar has just had a little spin in the background.
Yeah.
So we see some comments here from for the supporters of Ugbar. Come on, Ugbar, go, go, go. From, I think that's Smurfy, I believe. Smurfy.
Yeah, Smurfy 51, yeah.
That's Ugbar's mum. Ugbar's mum here supporting him and giving him support. So welcome, Ugbar's mum. Yep, we're behind him as well. We want to see Ugbar do well. So hopefully he's in the driver's seat right now, quite literally, but he's looking pretty in that Corvette. But G is responding with the lap times, but Ugbar did have a slow lap. That last lap is a 1:45.3, so we'll keep an eye on how he's getting on. Cinderella Tour is not far behind him either. This group will really be challenging G when he comes through the pit. Exmar finally takes his pit. We're certainly seeing him going through the pit lane. Team Pro Laps coming in the pits and out again.
So looks like Emo Guy's just moved up into second. He's just put a move on Rompu by looks of it.
Yeah, we missed that.
Yeah, I just flicked over to it on my stream. They're in very close company still. I don't think Rompu has let it go. He's still looking racy behind him. But Emo Guy is back up into second as
G is in the pit. Right, so where is Ugbar? Ugbar is currently...
Ugbar is... yeah, I've just gone on to him. I'm trying to work out. He's on track.
He's coming towards the final few corners now, and he's just gone wide and hit the wall.
Just lost it.
Emo Guy's in as well. G's coming out of his pit box and he's gone inside Emo Guy's car and comes back out. Where is Ugbar? He's come around the final corner.
Pay attention. Just keep it cool.
He comes down the main straight. G is still rolling down the pit lane. It's going to be a shorter pit exit for him, but Ugbar is coming down the main straight and it's not enough. That little mistake he's made, and G retains the lead for now. Rompu actually is currently on track, leading away, but after the pit stops, G should have the lead. But I've got to say, a fantastic strategy from Ugbar. Where he's managed to pull that from, I don't know, but at the minute he's looking pretty in third with the only G in front. It just takes G to make one little mistake and Ugbar is there. Cinderella Tour and Emo Guy are close quarters as well. This is really starting to get tight. Duane Pop's not far from these guys as well. There's an exciting end to the race at the minute, but we've got 12 people watching. If you haven't liked it already, please hit that like button and subscribe as well. And if you want to get involved, please over to motiveracing.com. As you see, Emo Guy just hits the wall really hard.
He just went like immediately left.
I'm not sure what happened there. He might have caught the curb or something and just gone to the left.
Yeah,
yeah, that's such a shame for Emo Guy.
Yeah, that's not the time in the race to be doing that. So, where are we at the front? So, still, Ugbar, Cinderella Tour, and only G, and these all guys are all still contenders for this one. Cinderella Tour is now on the back of Ugbar and chasing him down. He's in close company.
Ugbar seems to be really struggling a little bit. He went really wide as Cinderella Tour drops it now. Cinderella Tour has had a spin and he just misses Dwayne Pop. Emo Guy just misses him as well. Oh, Cinderella Tour, that was close. Oh.
Yeah, that was unfortunate as well. How things can change so quickly. Oh. So that's Ugbar. Ugbar is now potentially in second place, really, because we don't think Rompu has pitted yet, do we?
No, Rompu still hasn't pitted yet, so at this minute, Rompu is still leading away, but he's still got to come in for his pit stop. He'll probably leave it to the very last minute. But Ugbar looking good there. If he's still got that 1 second penalty, he should be fine, because Dwayne Pop's dropped up the pace. Emo Guy has also dropped the pace after his little spin, and Cinderella Tour, another spinner as well. So these guys just getting a little bit complacent towards the end. But getting a little bit exciting towards the end there. We thought Ugbar had the pace to get past G, but G had him covered.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way. Yeah, Ugbar driving a cracking good race though. No real battles on track at the moment. It's all a bit spread out.
Elliot going to put, oh my days, that was close. Yes,
what was that?
Elliot goes and puts in the stream, oh my days, that was so close, for sure.
Yes.
I believe he's talking about the Cinderella Tour issues. G has a little bit of a tank slapper there, so G having a little bit of issues in the Ford GT. Ugbar still not too far away, but he will need to get past and make a second gap. But that one thing is catching a car, and getting past is another, and especially the 32 record holder of this game, the only G. As we see, Rompu is in the pits right now.
I must say, you've got to take your hats off to the Project Cars pit crew. They're not exactly Red Bull mechanics. I mean, it takes them about 20 minutes if you actually want your tyres changed. But they can do a set of headlights in seconds, because G's headlights are all perfect again and looking beautiful. So they can put a set of headlights in like only Halfords could do. Do you know what I mean?
We're just currently watching Rompu come out the pits. He's come right into that gap of Dwayne Pop and Emo Guy, and Emo Guy having to try and go around the outside of the first uphill corner and then into the second part, and they just keep, they're going really tight, but Emo Guy gets the job done as Victor's back, just getting back for the end of the race, mate, and it's just getting spicy. It's just seeing Rompu giving massive pressure to Emo Guy. Rompu trying to get back onto tabs after just making his pit stop. Welcome back, mate. But it's currently the only G who's still currently lead out in front. Ugbar is 4 seconds back. But at the minute, G seems to have an answer for everyone right now. He had a little mistake with Fury, a little bit of a mishap, but it was a little bit of a mistake, and it's all good now. But he's currently leading away. Ugbar in second place, the Flying Dutchman, ahead of Dwayne Pop. Dwayne Pop's had a solid race today as well, but anything can still happen. Emo Guy and Rompu are still going at it right now. There's just 3 tenths between them.
Yes, indeed. Close racing between those two. They were door handle to door handle through that move, but managed not to knock each other off. Rompu hasn't let this one go yet. He's still close on the back of Emo Guy.
Watching
as we
DJ
get
Phil.
Towards...
DJ Phil is just coming in to make his mandatory pit stop. Still going as he always does, doing a fantastic job in keeping the race going. But if you were to give driver of the day today, Kelly, who would you give it to?
Oh, right at the moment, I think Ugbar must be in contention for that. Emo Guy's been up and down the list like crazy. He's been up and down this order. I think Ugbar is my driver of the driver of the race for a minute.
Okay, well that's including the race one as well. So I'm talking about the whole night in general. So obviously the sprint race and the main race.
Dan, I can't even remember the sprint race. I mean, I've slept since then. There
was all sorts of chaos in the sprint race.
I can't remember what happened during the sprint race. My gosh, that was the wet one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember it vaguely. Vaguely.
For sure.
There's been some good drives all the way up and down the field as usual. These guys driving like race car drivers, mostly. We would love to see real racing like of this kind of caliber with this much overtake and position change. But it's all great fun, and all these guys have driven really well, and I do take my hat off to each and every one of them.
You've had a go yourself. You know how tricky these cars are.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely, and full concentration. Do you know what I mean? I only race 3 laps at a time.
We're just seeing in the comments here, Nikki says, I think Emo has done well tonight. I will agree with that.
Yes.
Emo guy has done brilliantly tonight. He's had a couple of mistakes here in the feature race, but he had a solid sprint race, and he's still in the top 4 as Rompu just drops it, trying to give him pressure. Cinderella Tour is not far behind him, but Ugbar pits makes him stand out, I think, and mostly consistent through. I think Ugbar might have had the Red Bull mechanics in his pit crew, because he has had a fantastic pit. How he's managed to make up that much time in the pit stop, I'm amazed. But the Flying Dutchman is definitely up there for driver of the day. Emo guy as well. I'm also going to say Dwayne Pop. He's had a solid feature race here, and he wasn't far off in the sprint race, I think. So a good solid race. Maybe G could pull through though, but we always know G's going to be on top form. G is always a quick and fast driver, as we're currently seeing in the feature race. But by the comments and by what we're saying in the commentary box, I think it's between Emo Guy and Ugbar here tonight. Both have driven fantastically well. Wouldn't you agree, Kelly?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I was just thinking about Emo Guy.
Oh, Ugbar's in the wall. Ugbar's in the wall. He's had a spin.
Oh.
No.
Commentator's curse again.
I think he's got caught up with another car. So Ugbar has dropped down to 4th. He's going to lose out to Cinderella Tour. No, just on the last lap. Ugbar drops it. Oh my God.
That's racing, unfortunately.
Fury Grandad says Fury for me, and keep going though. Maybe Tad biased here, but we are currently watching the Only G coming through the final corners now, into the final corner. And he comes through now. The Only G takes the race win here in the feature race and extends his championship lead. Dwayne Pop will exit the final corner after a fantastic drive from him. I don't know if he hasn't got a penalty, so he will finish in 2nd place. A solid night from Emo Guy to finish in 3rd place as well. Cinderella Tour will round off the top 4, and Ugbar, just on the last lap, has dropped it. Rompu will finish in 6th. Fury in the background having a little spin. Smoky Devil will cross the line in 7th. Xmar for Team Prolapse has come around the final few corners in 8th. Amazing Pie Boy 9th. And DJ Phil was already crossed the line. Will round off in 10th place, with Fury completing our drivers. But such a shame for Ugbar at the end there. Such a shame. But commends to the Only G for another race win here tonight. What a fantastic night of racing we've had here, Kelly. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. And so the G taking this win. He took the win last week as well, didn't he? So that must be put him in a very...
He took the sprint race, I believe.
Yeah, and I think he was in the mix for the other one, wasn't he? So it's got to put him, points-wise, got to put him in very strong position for the championship, and all these guys got to play catch-up as we move to whatever race we're going to next.
I believe we're going to the Circuit of the Americas, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but just looking through the comments there, Ugbar's going to put 2 times Fury Span in front of me, so there's not much he could have done. We're having some great comments here. Nice racing, awesome commentary, guys. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you for your likes, and thank you for keeping us entertained. Woohoo, the Only G takes the win. Smirnoff, good idea for Ugbar for driver of the day. I'm still going to put Ugbar as driver of the day for me. Yeah. Was an awesome race. Amazing race. Sadly, I missed most of it, but next time you could join us next time, Victor. But it's the Only G who takes the win, and I believe takes the fastest lap of the race. Then we have Dwayne Pop in 2nd, and 3rd, Emo Guy. Thank you for all the guys who have been watching. This has been an amazing night. Thank you for Kelly for joining me in the commentary box. If you haven't hit that like button, please do so. Subscribe, and we'll be back round for the next track. I believe is the Circuit of Americas, but. From myself and Kelly here tonight, good night and thank you.
Good night. Thank you very much. Woo!
That was sick. We're getting good at this. And it was Long
Yeah,
Beach. It wasn't
yeah.
Circuit of the Americas. It's Long Beach.
Oh, I love Long Beach. I
Good
love
job,
Long
G.
Beach.
Yeah, yeah. I noticed you dropped off the pace. I bet you were trying to sort it out. You should have just left it, mate. It was fine. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, no. I tell you what, I thoroughly enjoyed that commentary that time.
My God, I couldn't get a word in edgeways at the beginning, and then I realised my mic was muted. Right? Honestly, you were chatting, and Hayley sat here next to me, and I'm pulling a face and shrugging my shoulders because you didn't stop chatting. I keep going, like this.
But I couldn't hear you.
Why doesn't he... No, because I switched my mic off, hadn't I? So I'm like, what is the matter with him? Why would he shut up a minute? You know? And it's just like, my mic's off. That'll do it. So... yeah, it was good. It was good. We are getting good at this. I think we could do with filling in the gaps a little bit more, Dan. You know?
I mean, to be fair, Matt and Andy leave massive gaps, so I think, to be fair, we're doing all right. We're doing all right.
Yeah, no, but just even so, I think we should fill the gaps up.
I think we
a
are
little bit more.
We're trying. We're doing as best as we can. I mean, the guys in the comments are doing a fantastic job. Like Team Prolapse and Team Prolapse, Victor, and all that lot. We're all making it a lot easier for us. So.
Yeah, the comments are good, and don't get me wrong, that wasn't a criticism. That was just for you know.
Yeah.
When we do it again, I think we could fill in the gaps a little bit more. And
I think we're going to have Andy in with us next week. So with three of us, we could probably fill those gaps in, and we just got to be a bit more wary of who's talking. But yeah, with Andy,
it's only a case of getting fluid with it. That's all it is. The more you do it, the easier it'll come.
Yeah, me and Andy and Ian have all been in the commentary box at once, and we can get it to work. I've done it with Matt and Ian as well. Ian, and I've done it with Matt and Andy. And 3 people isn't actually too bad. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's good. I really enjoyed that. That was great. I'm not sure how many views we got. I think we got quite a few though.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I just think we've got to possibly work on.
Yeah, I'm trying to really boost up the what's it called? The